Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hello, children. Stealing rights. Hey, Captain, how much for you to do a Clarey test on Kentucky Governor Mark Bevin? Also, I'd like to know your opinion on the recent controversy surrounding he and the Kentucky teachers. I know all the normies have lost their collective shit over him cutting funding to the public schools. Kentucky's too good for our children! Take us the teachers! I see red shirts and read yard signs saying I support educators every day on my drive to work. Yeah, it's because people are morons. None of them look in the budget. None of them think critically about education. Children, teachers, I want to be popular. They forget just how bad teachers were when they went to college and school. It's a draw between political science majors, journalists, and teachers as to who is the most evil, despicable group of people out there. I really hate teachers. I'm running out of patience with these average IQ normie dipshits and their overpaid babysitters, and they let me know your price. That's the consequences. What's going to happen? They just you want to see the consequences. Go look at Mexico's public teacher unions and all that, where you can pass on the teaching job. You pass it on in your freaking will, and we all know what great education Mexico has. I mean, I know the United States is pretty bad, but when you look at international, it's like, holy crap, Mexico is just the shit. It has nothing to do with the kids or the Mexicans. It has to do with the teachers are just shit. Yeah, and that's what they are. Teachers, for the most part, overpaid babysitters, and very few of them actually teach, so they're not going to get that. All right, let's take a look at Mark Bevin, and then we'll go through his thing that happened with the teachers and all that other. Matthew Griswold Bevin is an American businessman and politician serving in the 62nd and current governor of Kentucky since 2015. He is the third Republican-elected Kentucky governor since World War II after Ernie Fletcher and Louis Nunn. Born in Denver, Colorado, raised in Shelburne, New Hampshire, Bevin earned a bachelor's degree at Washington University in 1989, served 4 years of active duty in the U.S. Army, real-world working experience, attaining the rank of captain. He became wealthy in the investment business, moved to Louisville, Kentucky in 1999. In 2011, he assumed the presidency of Bevin Brothers Manufacturing, the last remaining American manufacturers of bells. So this sounds like he came from wealth. Family-owned bell foundry located in East Hampton, Connecticut. The company was founded by brothers William Bevin, Chauncey Bevin, and Abner Bevin in 1832. They were later joined by a fourth brother, Philo Bevin. Through the years, more than 30 companies have made bells. On May 27, 2020, the factory was struck by lightning. Bells at 19 employees made bells. Lots of bells. Mark Bevin. Is this the guy? Congressman. Yeah, alright, so I'm going to assume just inherited it, but it doesn't sound like they're making a lot of money. It's only got $2.5 million in revenues. Let's go to early life and education. Second of 6 children. Grew up rural in a small farmhouse, heated by a wood-fired stove. His father worked as a wood mill, and his mother worked part-time in a hospital admissions department. Okay, I would have assumed differently. The family raised livestock and grew much of their own food. He did not come from money. I almost made a mistake. I almost assumed he just inherited this fancy company, but when I saw $2.5 million, it doesn't mean they're making money. 4-H, ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-dee-ba, ba-ba-dee-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Did not come from wealth. Okay, so that's good. Earned a Bachelor's of Arts degree in East Asian Studies. Oh, he fucked it up there. He studied abroad in Japan, became fluent in Japanese. He lost it right there. All right. Taking 8 weeks off to complete a 3,800-mile bicycle ride from Oregon to Florida. He enlisted in the United States Army. 1990. So he does have real-world working experience. The only question now is, how long has he been in office? When did he take over the business? That was in 2011. Became wealthy investment business. So he worked real world working business. All right. 2011 he took over. 2013 he would challenge. All right, so 2013, does he have any political leanings before that? No. All right. So this guy, captain and investor, real world working experience, doesn't get a point. Came from poverty. Maybe not dirt poor, but not rich. Doesn't get a point. Majored in stupid shit. He gets a point. Unfortunately, he gets a mark against him on that. And what is he doing now? He's governor. But keep in mind, unless you're a career politician like, Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton, or, well, pretty much all of them, he doesn't get a point because you're allowed to be a statesman for a while. It's when that becomes your main thing and your only thing and you're just trying to cling on like fucking Betsy Hodges. Then it's like, no, you get the fuck out of here. So he's not going to get a point for that, but that could change, like if he just keeps being governor forever. I don't know if Kentucky has term limits or what. But yeah, so he only gets 1 point against him. That's pretty good. That's not bad. Would I like to have a beer with him? Yeah, I would. Real man in the Army. He doesn't like the teachers' unions at all, and he has a mouth on him, which is part of the controversy, which you apologize for, but I kind of like... I trust the guy who screws up. I don't trust perfectly polished people. I just don't. And should he run for public office? He absolutely should. So let's go through the controversy first. He said this. So he basically was going to reform or restructure the pension retirement program of the teachers because it's too costly. Everybody else has been doing this. Basically, they're switching from a defined benefit program like pensions to a defined contribution like 401ks, or in the case of teachers, it's 403bs or 457s. The military's been doing this. He wasn't cutting anybody's pensions off that got them. There's a transition period. It's almost identical to the blended retirement system that the U.S. military has. And because the U.S. military is not filled with a bunch of pussies yet, they didn't complain. But the teachers, who are a bunch of pussies, always do. So this is not unfair, untowards. It's feasible. It's math. Just hours after his vetoes of the budget and tax reform bills were overridden. All right, so he has a traitorous number of Republicans in the Congress. He said, I guarantee you somewhere in Kentucky today, this is when the teachers were protesting at the Capitol. I guarantee you somewhere in Kentucky today a child was sexually assaulted that was left at home because there was nobody there to watch them, Bevin said. I guarantee you somewhere today a child was physically harmed or ingested poison because they were left alone because a single parent didn't have any money to take care of them. So he flies off the cuff. Obviously not appropriate, not politically apropos, but honest. I mean, not that he actually believed it, but he was angry. I like to see a guy with a little bit of rage. But today's, sensitive snowflakes, that's not going to happen. So, let me go through. You know what? I don't even have to read through the article. I read through it. Basically, let's read through it so we're thorough. Matt Bevin signed into law Tuesday a controversial bill that makes changes to Kentucky's ailing public pension systems as opponents repeated their pledge to challenge the bill in court. This move comes a day after the Republican governor said the bill does not do enough to solve the state's pension problems, which include more than $40 billion in unfunded liability. I know that math. I know teachers, you don't like doing math because that's why we become teachers. We have not fixed the pension problem, Bevin said Monday. We have not. Do not let anyone delude you thinking that we have now solved the pension problem. We have not. Though Bevin was critical of the legislator's solution, which was introduced and approved by lawmakers on March 29th, he said that the bill prevents the pension problem from getting worse and commended lawmakers who voted for it. Opponents of the bill, including Attorney General Andy Beshear and Kentucky Education Association, have said they believe the law violates the state's non-voidable contract with public employees and plan to challenge it in the Franklin Circuit Court, which it probably doesn't because, look, do you guys want to get paid or not? I'm not going to go through math with leftists. They literally refuse to listen to math. We will offer any assistance to stakeholder groups that choose to litigate, Jim Carroll, spokesman for the pension advocacy group Kentucky Government Retirees, said Tuesday. Bevin raised the ire of teachers statewide last fall when he proposed a pension overhaul that included deep cuts in benefits for retired, existing, and future public employees. Well, that's a lie right there. It's not a deep cut for retired and existing. See, this is why Kentucky.com, whoever wrote this, go fuck yourself. The bill lawmakers eventually approved spares retired teachers, okay, and makes only one major change for existing teachers. Oh, I see what he did. All right, he proposed that. All right, that's not the one that got passed. I'm sorry, I take that back. So he wanted to cut current retirement, existing, and future public. The bill that they actually passed spared retired teachers and makes only one major change for existing teachers. Senate Bill 151 places teachers hired after January 1st, 2019 on a hybrid, blended, cash balance plan and teachers' retirement system of Kentucky rather than a traditional pension that requires them to work longer before becoming eligible for retirement. Many school districts around the state shut down on March 30th as teachers held sick-outs. That's just such cowardly, childish shit. And thousands of teachers stormed the Capitol April 2nd chanting "Remember" in November. Yes, because that's all you guys can do is chant. Bevin was critical of the Kentucky Education Association again Tuesday, asking why the rally they didn't rally against former Democrat Governor Steve Beshear. Wait, is Steve's brother Andy? Oh, look at the nepotism on the left. When the General Assembly took money from the state's pension system to balance the budget. They are absolute frauds. They are not looking out for the best interests of the teachers. They are looking out for the best interests of themselves, Bevin said. On the Terry Miners Show in Louisville's WHS AM Wham! Was! Radio station Tuesday. Bevin said he respects teachers who go into the classroom and teach students, but said he does not respect the KEA. You shouldn't even respect the teachers. They hate you. Teachers are prison guards for innocent kids who did nothing wrong. That's what they are. What have they done with all those teachers' dues except waste them supporting a governor who underfunded them and created this process? He's right. He claimed he's put more money in teachers' pensions in the first 3 years of office than Beshear did in 8 years. KE spokesman Charles Mann said the group probably would have no comment Tuesday night. All right, and that goes on. It is the classical somebody's looking under the hood saying, oh my God, we got to fix this mess. And then the teachers union say, we're not going to pay for it. We want the car to keep going without changing the oil or expending money on repairs. So, yeah, my opinion, I mean, he's a firebrand. But again, I can handle a guy that goes off the handle every once in a while. Maybe not as much as Trump, but this guy's probably had enough of it where he looked at it mathematically. He's like, we have to do it this way. It's not going to work. And you have the dumbest, most brainwashed and hypocritical people on the planet, teachers, coming in and saying, no, we want more money, and you're not going to touch our pensions. And it's like, it's not going to work. This engine will fail if we don't do something now. And so it's kind of like more of a parent getting frustrated with a belligerent little child. Unfortunately, you can't spank the teachers. Cool. It's cool. Wow. Make them limp. But no, I mean, I like him. I like him a lot. I like the fact he stood up to him. It kind of reminds me of Scott Walker. And I mean, what? It's him and Walker that are the only two Republicans that got the balls to take the veneer and the shine off of the wonderful wheel. Teachers! Wait, that teachers were so nice. I cannot convey just what magnitudes of order of higher level of evil teachers are. Like a thug who hits you over the head and takes your wallet is a certain level of evil. But to lie to people's faces and then lie to children's faces and then to use and abuse children to advance your own evil aims and agenda of just greed without actually working a real job. I don't know how you guys can, I mean, really? How you people forgot what it was like having teachers? Didn't any of you see Ferris Bueller's Day Off? That's about the most accurate portrayal of teachers there's ever been. Teachers are not nice. They're not friendly. They're the biggest, most evil, lazy, parasitical hypocrites there ever was. That's why they went and majored in education, so they didn't have to work a real job. 3 months off. We've gone down over this a million. I'm just kind of wondering, how can you guys not see what Walker and Bevin here see? Why can't you see what? How'd you forget? How'd you forget these assholes? I mean, it's like Jews forgetting who their fucking concentration camp guards were. It's like, Herman von Schultz. It's like, oh, well, he wasn't that bad. He only gassed all my friends. And teachers are marginally better. Marginally. A significant margin, but not by much. Not by much, in my opinion. You've ruined generations of young kids' lives. You've stolen childhoods. And you've returned absolute jack fuck all shit in terms of education. These kids are dumber than fuck. Oh my God. I thought Gen X was going to be bad. And you see the millennials, I'm like, oh man, now you got... You don't see safe spaces and safe closets coming out of any other sector except education. And the freaking shit show it's become. And it starts with K through 12 educators. So it's basically adult versus child. We don't have it in the budget. And the kids are going to shit their pants and do whatever they can and pout. And that's what teachers are. They're just fucking grown adult children in diapers. That's all they are. All right, that's it. You guys got questions, Cappy? You got answers? AssholeConsulting.com. Read my books. Particularly pertaining to this one would be the book Worthless, The Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major. Because you could continue, getting educated under inferior morons like public teachers and professors, and you could become a teacher major for yourself. Because you're right children. Asshole Consulting. Check out patreon.com/Aaron Clarey. Then what else? Oh, new website coming up will be olderbrother.com. That's going to be coming up in about a week or two when I got off my lazy ass to program it. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.